Yes, I am. All right, we are officially live. So I guess we could wait a minute or two, see how many people come on, and I gotta go live on Instagram.
Sounds good.
Let me see. Let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb. All right, broadcast live. Yes. Titles: Get your deals funded with no ARV. Accounts needed. Alright, that's that one. How do I reverse my camera? There we go. Then let me put the flyer in the. Wrong flyer. I didn't know you could do that. Learn something every day with the Instagram world.
Are you jamming?
Yeah, I did a reel today with the flyer my VA made for us, and I had put music on it, but I didn't know I can do that as the background for the Instagram live. So I learned something today.
There you go.
I was like, oh wow! I was just trying to post the flyer. You know how you can post it in the background.
Sure.
Whenever I find it on my phone, I got so many pictures.
Right.
Oh well, I can't find it, so because I'll be all day.
That'll be all.
See if we got any people on yet. Comments, yep. And now I gotta go. I wish they would make it to where you can go live across all of your pages at one time.
Yeah.
To like log on multiple devices.
Sure. Yeah. That would be nice.
It would be too much like right.
Yep.
All right, let's see. Live on this one. Turn the camera around. Title. Bio will fly today. Trying to be like at an angle. I got my little stand thingy for the phone. All right, there we go. All right, so hello everybody. Let me turn these phones up. Hope y'all having a good Thursday? Month is almost over with. That's crazy. The first is Tuesday, so your rent is due if you a tenant. Or mortgage, whatever. Today we have special guest Mr. Brandon Dressler out of Chicago. Good old Midwest homie. He is
Right.
a preferred funding group, so he's back to answer any and all of your questions. He has an amazing program. Your ARV does not matter. Your comp does not matter. It does not matter if you are if you have a portfolio with tenants. None of that matter. What matter is you and your credit score, right?
Credit and income. Yeah, that's the only two things that I'm looking at. So you're exactly right. I don't need to see comps. I don't need to see what you've done in the past. You could have just started a business in January with one, property or one project, or you could be a seasoned vet that have 100 properties under their belt. It does not matter. I'm only looking at your income, your personal income, and your personal credit over the last, income over the last 2 years, and your personal credit. So yeah, exactly right.
Okay. So, do you all have any like new specials or deals or whatever since it is a new year, new quarter? I know
New
things
specials, new deals.
yeah,
Well,
yeah,
I can tell you that the banking industry and lending industry right now are lending. They still are. I know that we had a conversation back in November, December time, and it was kind of end of the year. They got to hit their numbers. We're still seeing those numbers and qualifications to this day. So things haven't calmed down in the lending world. So there's no really special that I've got going other than banks and lenders are giving us money for our clients. So it's easier than before. And that's where we're at right now. There's no specials. Like I said, the two programs that I offer, technically I offer three, is an unsecured term loan and a business line of credit. We do personal lines of credit. They're personal credit cards. But typically we are focused more so on the unsecured term loans and the business lines of credit. But no flavor of the week, unfortunately. Sorry.
Flavor of the week. I love it. All right, so if y'all got any questions, you can actually join into this YouTube live. I'll put the link in the comments, and you can definitely come on and ask your question live, or you can just type it in the comments. It's completely up to you. So let me do that. Share the link. Copy. There we go. All right, so we are live on YouTube, Denson Construction Services Facebook page, and the Detroit Property Shop Facebook page. So we are streaming across all of those. So I have
Perfect.
one question. How does it work for international applicants?
Unfortunately, it doesn't. I only lend within the 50 states. There is a way around it. If you have a co-signer that is in the states that has income and credit here in the States. Okay. But if they don't, then unfortunately I could not help. Yeah. Sorry. I get the question a lot, but no, unfortunately it's all 50 states.
All right, so I heard that. So this is not available for international clients unless you basically partner with an U.S. citizen. So I got a lot of Canadian clients, so that'd be a good one for them. They would have to partner with somebody either here in Michigan or insert your state here. So if you got a relative that's an American citizen, I guess you could do it that way. Or if you're scared to partner with somebody, I always believe in paperwork, and that's what it's for. So
absolutely, yep. I've done it before multiple times for international clients. Unfortunately, we can't do it directly with them, but yeah, I have done the co-signer situation. Absolutely.
Awesome. So, what's like the smallest amount someone can borrow up to the maximum for personal, and the same for business?
Yeah. So on the personal side, it all depends. Both the personal and both the business lines of credit is based solely individually, or solely on the individual. So whatever they qualify for, each individual is going to be different with their credit, with their income, length of credit, strength of credit. There's a lot of variables that go into play when our underwriters are taking a look at the file. But what I will say is there's not really a baseline of where we'll fund. I mean, typically we want to fund something over 25,000, but I have funded lower. I think I've gotten a client funded 10,000. So I've definitely done lower, but there's really no baseline of what we're saying. No, we're not going to do that. And say, sorry, we can't help you. In terms of the max on the unsecured term loan, there's not a threshold either. We've seen in the last couple of years when we've been doing this, we've advertised 300, we've changed it to 350, we've changed it to 400. And as of the last 6 months, we're able to get a client funding for 500,000 plus. So the limit keeps going up. As long as our lenders and our banks are going to be able to give us that funding, then there really isn't a max amount either on the unsecured term loan. So I'd say realistically 350, but if you've got really good credit and really good income, then sky's the limit.
What's considered really good credit and really good income? Like, we need some numbers.
6-figure income, 800 plus credit score, across all three bureaus. Very low utilization, low DTI, no negatives, few inquiries. The stronger the better that the stronger the better on the credit, and the stronger the better on or the more income that you make.
Okay. Yeah. So I got one question. They say if you have over a 750 credit score, will there be any money down, or is there money down in general with this program?
Nope, no money down. So what it is it's free to get pre-qualified. What I need are 2 years tax returns and a 3 bureau credit report, and you can get that from my FICO. It's very easy. Log onto my FICO. It's a $29 fee to get into the reporting section, and you can get your report from there. It's super easy to get. It takes about 2 minutes to do it. It's about as easy as signing up for an email. So I need those 2 documents. Give me 1 second.
Okay. In the meantime, while he's getting that together, we do have a couple church announcements. We do have Detroit Real Estate Weekend, which is like a collaboration of the Detroit Real Estate Tour we've been doing for the last couple years, along with a panel of awesome people in Detroit that are doing dope stuff. We also have some representation from the land bank that'll be coming, some people from the city. I'm gonna reach out to the building department as far as on the inspection side, so people can get those type of questions answered. Because can I answer a lot of this stuff? Yes, but I think it looks better when it comes from the horse's mouth, so to speak, and then it don't look like I'm just gassing y'all up, because we actually be telling y'all the truth. So the link will be in the description box for y'all in the Instagram world. The link is in my bio. The tickets start at $197 for the actual seminar workshop, and then if you want to do the entire VIP experience, hotel included, at the Aloft David Whitney, I think that is $2,500 for one person. If you and your boo or friend or bestie or insert person here want to do like the couples package or the 2-person, that one's $34.97, I think, or $3,500. So it's only a limited amount of tickets for that. I think it's 10 of those total, 10 or 15, something like that. And that includes everything. So VIP is included with the private VIP mixer with some big people in the city that'll be there, and some special invited guests of mine, some of my awesome friends from other real estate industries in America. Also, Friday would be that panel, and that Saturday we'll be doing a VIP dinner, like a thank you dinner to you all, and we'll have some special guests there as well. So it's gonna be pretty dope. It is the first weekend in August 4th through the 7th, I think. So it's gonna be really, really dope. We do have sponsors, so shout out to y'all. Thank you. We'll start announcing those soon. If you would like to be a sponsor, send me a DM, and then I can send you over the sponsorship package. So Brandon, if y'all want to sponsor, let me know.
All right, that sounds cool. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. We're always looking to get involved and help out where we can, and definitely sponsor events that are going to be great in this situation. So yeah,
Awesome.
we'd be definitely up for that. I'll DM you afterwards.
All right, cool. And I'll send you the package. Like, I got my assistant finishing it up to send out an official package. So
cool.
That
sounds great.
All right, so back to the funding. Somebody said,
so the question that somebody had about, is there a down payment or upfront fees? There are no fees upfront. We handle that after the fact of getting you funding. So when we get the proposal over to you of what we can get you funded for, if you want to move forward, we go through all the processing. And then at the end of funding, once you receive funding in your bank account or through the business credit line, that's when we invoice for all of the fees for the underwriting, the processing, origination, and then our fee. And there's a 15% fee at the end of funding. So there's nothing out of pocket. It's out of the funded amount that we are able to secure for you.
Okay, so in other words, what he's saying, if you get $100,000, 15% of that, it will be used as the fee. So you're really only going to get $85,000, right?
Correct.
Okay. So there's no money up front. So if you know you need $150,000, they're gonna take 15% of that, you should ask for the $150 plus the 15%, right?
Absolutely. Yep.
So somebody said this is cool that people usually have a $50,000 minimum. Yeah, that's true. or 75,000. Some lenders, some 100,000 that I've
Right.
worked with in the past. Somebody said I gotta get my credit back right. Well, what's the minimum credit score?
The minimum is 680 across all three bureaus.
Okay, so I would say really a 700 because one might say 7, one might say 682, one might say 695. So I would
Right.
suggest 700.
Correct. Yeah. And typically unless you're following your Experian credit report, Credit Karma, people, that credit is not completely accurate. So as long as you're following your Experian and your Experian says it's over 680, typically the other two bureaus are going to be over the 680 mark. In our underwriter's eyes, Experian is the far superior bureau out of the three. So they're going to look at that one specifically, but they do need to see the 680 across the board.
That's good to know because I pay Experian the little $19.99 a month, which I kind of like because it kind of monitors, it tells you what you need to do, what
Right.
to like where you need to improve at, how much you need to pay down your debt to hit this certain score. I'd love that it gives me every alert. Like it even tells me the sex offenders in the entire Metro Detroit region. So that's like Oakland, Wayne, and Macomb County. I'm like, okay, thank you, but whatever. But so it's pretty dope. Like I pay $19.99 a month. I just have it come right to off my credit card. It's a
Yep.
pretty good thing to know, so you can kind of know where you at before you apply for stuff. And then as your credit gets better, Experian will even email you offers from like Discover. I haven't seen none from Amex. I don't know if they're partnering with them, but you can kind of tell who they partner with because that's who they kind of push. But
Mm-hmm.
it's pretty cool though. I like it. Someone said, when do you have to start paying back the loan?
30 days after we secure the funding and that you are able to get it, that it's deposited into your bank account.
Okay. Do you all do automated payments? Like, so whatever account that is put into, do you automatically take it out? Because I'm asking this because PayPal keeps offering me like 30,000, 50,000. I think the last offer was like 65,000, which is cool. But when I read the terms, I was like, there's no in hell I would do this. So their terms was they want a payment every week and they will take your payment every week out of the account. Like, so they like, we ain't gonna miss no payment. And they want all their money back within a year. So the
No.
only way I would do that is if I had like a really quick flip that I know I would be in and out in 4 to 6 weeks or something, and I would ask for 100,000 so I can put one account just strictly for that, and then they take the money out of that 100,000, then I pay it back. That's the only way I would do that. Other than that, there's no way in hell I would touch that.
Yeah, no, for sure. Our term loan is a 5 to 7 year term loan, and typically our processors will help the clients go through and set up automatic payments for each monthly payment. So there's not a weekly payment; it's for each monthly payment. And you can set it up however you want to pay it. I mean, you could do paper invoice, or you could mail in a check. You could call in to pay for it. But typically, you could set up an automatic payment. Our processors will help.
Okay. So did I ask you that one about the interest rate, the typical interest rate, or that was the answer?
Interest rate. I don't think we talked about interest rates. Interest rates are going to vary. Again, it varies per client depending on the credit. Somebody asked a question. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. It was like a glitch.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it's going to be the interest rate is going to be different for every client. So if they have good credit, whatever, the lender that we go with, they're going to look at that, and it's going to be different for each client. Typically, the ranges in the term loan are going to be 3 to 15%. I know it's a big range. I'd say the clients that we're working with, we're on the lower end, in that 5 to 6, 7 rate interest rate range. And then for the line of credit, it's a 0% introductory interest rate for the first year, and then anywhere between 5.99 and 14.99 after that. But again, it all depends on each client's different.
Gotcha. All right. Someone said I came in late. Is this for fix and flip or cash out? So it's for anything, right? So if you want to take your boo to Maldives or however you say that place, you can do that. As long as they get their money back, they really don't care what you do with it. Be honest. If you want to
I
ball,
wouldn't suggest that. No, I wouldn't suggest
true.
that.
All right, so this
No.
means talking. So he doesn't suggest. I suggest that you use it correctly to purchase a property, flip it, or get you a rental property or apartment building or whatever you're trying to do it. That's what I would do it with it, or get a brick and mortar business or something like that for your company. But that's
Yeah,
personally what I would do with it.
absolutely.
You just answered so the interest rates varies. And anybody that needs to go back and kind of rehear what he says, this live will be left up on YouTube, of course. Let me see what other questions we got. So, what's like? Have you had anybody get funded in this first quarter of the year?
Absolutely. Yeah. We're having people funding every day within the first quarter. Absolutely.
Yeah, I know a couple of people reached out to me that applied and said they got approved, and I think a lot of people are scared. Not scared as far as like, is this real type scared? More scared like of they have their own personal fears. And I've come across a lot of clients like that who want to invest in Detroit and they got the credit, they'll get funded with you or whomever or get stupid lines of credit with their credit cards, but they won't pull the trigger. And I don't know why. Like,
Yeah, I mean, definitely in the real estate business, cash is king. You got to have it in order to, move forward on a project. And things are, as you know, real estate's been crazy this last 18, 20 months. Something will come on the market or some project will come up and it'll be snatched up that quickly just because someone's there with deep pockets ready to go. So yeah, I've had that conversation with a lot of clients that, aren't ready to move forward, aren't ready to pull the trigger. And I would suggest, don't fill out the application. Don't try and get funding. You have to be full on in and totally secure about getting the funding and wanting to move forward. If there's doubt in it, then I would not suggest going through the process.
I think if it's that with anything, you shouldn't do nothing because like
Absolutely.
the stuff I be risking, like man, I be praying like Lord let this work out. But then at the same time, I be like, F it, if it don't work, at least I tried. Like that be my philosophy. Like I maxed out every credit card I got before I go back to work for anybody.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, and I get that completely. And what I would suggest to anybody that does have doubts is do your research. What is the
Yeah.
money going to do for you? What is this funding going to help you accomplish? Definitely have a plan and a mindset in place that if you're going to take this funding, what is it going to do in the long run?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's with anything though, like with anything, like I'm the type of person like I'm gonna think about something, I'm gonna sleep on it, and if I feel the same way I felt the next morning, then that's my decision. That's how I make a lot of decisions. I don't know if that's good or bad, but it's been working for me the 39 years I've been here.
That's great.
Yep. Let me see what questions we have. How do we apply? So the link is in my bio to apply for the funding, and it's on the link in the description box on Facebook and on YouTube. So let me see what other questions we got. I think that's it so far. Y'all quiet today. Oh, somebody
Let's
said they
see.
use it to put cars on Turo.
What's that?
One person said they will use it to purchase cars to put on Turo. That's smart.
Sure.
Oh, we do got one. How long is the approval process?
Yeah. So the approval process is, I would say, all in about 2 weeks. Once you fill out the application, it takes about 24 hours for underwriters to take a look at everything, analyze it, and put together a proposal. From there, they'll reach out to you with the proposal. They'll go over all the questions that you have. If you are wanting to move forward, you fill out the document. Then our underwriters will ask for a few supporting documents. And then after that, we'll put you into compliancy. And then if you want to move forward at that point, then you go into processing. So that whole first process could be done in 24 hours. After which, once you're in processing, it takes about 7 to 10 business days. to get funding. Sometimes it's quicker if there are holidays, if communication is not there, it does get dragged out, but I would say on average, it would take about 2 weeks all in. I will say that I had a client last week. They applied on Tuesday. We came their proposal on Wednesday. They filled everything out, got us all the supporting documents, and they were in processing by Thursday. Now, Monday was a holiday, so they were in processing by Thursday. On Tuesday, they were already secured $150,000. So
Sounds
Friday,
good.
Tuesday, it was 2 business days, and they already were approved. They already secured $150,000. So that was great.
That's very great.
Yeah, and super fast. So that's what we're seeing right now in the market right now, is that it's very fast.
But I think that also depends on, like you said, on how fast that person does what they supposed to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. They were ready to go. They needed the funding. They knew what they were doing, and they wanted to go. So they were like, let's go as fast as possible.
Someone said, "Do I?" Oh, this they knew. So, do I need to be a U.S. resident for funding? I'm from Toronto. Yes. So earlier, he said that you do need to be a U.S. resident, or you need to partner with an American citizen. So, if you have a business partner over here, or a family member, or a friend that you could partner with, I guess the partner would have to apply for it, right?
The partner would be the co-signer. Yes.
Oh, they would just, so that's cool. So the partner, so you would apply and then your partner would be the co-signer for you.
No. So I would need the co-signer's information. So I would need the co-signer's income and co-signer's credit, just because they're going to be the guarantor, but they're going to be co-signing for the out of state or out of country applicant.
Got you. So my mistake, I misspoke. So you will need a co-signer if you are international person or persons. You would have to partner with an American citizen, and the American citizen you partner with, their credit and everything would be basically the application, so to speak.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. That's correct.
Someone said, is there any down payments required?
Nope. No down payments. Everything is the pre-qualification is free. It's also a soft pull, so you don't need to worry about your credit. We don't run credit or pull credit until you go into processing, and that's after the fact that you know what you qualify for, what the terms are, all of that information that you want to move forward. We're very thorough and want to make sure that our clients are educated on what the process is and how we work, and then at that point, then your credit will be pulled. But there's no down payment. The only fee or payment that there is, it's going to be after you receive funding, and that's when we invoice for all of the fees that go into the lending area. So that's origination, that is underwriting, processing, our fee, all wrapped into one, and it comes out of the funded amount that you receive.
All right, next question. Can your there it is. Do they loan directly to LLCs, or is this just a personal loan?
So the unsecured term loan, you do need a business EIN number in order to get both programs, but the personal is going to be the unsecured term loan, so it'll go on the personal. The business lines of credit will be reporting directly to the LLC or the business, however you have the entity set up. So that will report directly to the business.
Okay. Will you need funding from your business or businesses to be qualified?
Nope. A great question. Nope. We don't look at business statements. None of that. We don't need to see income from those businesses. So you're good to go on that one. We're mainly looking at the personal income and the personal credit.
Okay. Are these business credit cards?
Yes, they are.
Okay. Could you explain that more? Because some people might think this is just like a line.
Yeah, it's not a traditional line of credit, just because that's not offered right now in the market. In this industry, it's pretty wild, and in the lending area, they're not offering that product too much or too often. But these are business credit cards, and then our processors are able to coach on how to use those, how to draw from those once you receive them. So essentially, yes, they are. It's like a line of credit, but they are business credit cards.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, y'all. Y'all got any more questions for Brandon? This was pretty awesome. Thank you, Brandon, for coming on. As always, I appreciate you for coming on and
Yeah,
answering audience's questions or question. Not
absolutely.
questions. Does the program change like? Cause like with a mortgage or something like that, or like with the interest rates going on right now with the banks and stuff, like how that's constantly changing. Does things change like month to month, week to week?
Nope. Is once we get you, secured, that is locked in. So that's what it is. Obviously, if it goes down, I'd say you could refi to get something lower, um, but it's never going to go up. No, it won't change month to month.
Can you apply for one at a time for your business or one for each business?
So that's a great question. So for the unsecured term loan and the business line of credit, if you qualify for, and I guess I didn't explain that, I apologize. If you qualify for the term loan, which I need 2 years tax returns and a 3 bureau credit report, full credit report, in order to get you pre-qualified for the unsecured term loan. What you need to get qualified, or how you get pre-qualified for our business line of credit, is just a 3 bureau credit report. We don't look at income. So that'll help, with people who don't show 50,000 on their income, because I need a 50,000 minimum on your personal income in order to get you pre-qualified for the unsecured term loan. But if you don't have that, which I know a lot of people, they play the game, and it's the smart business decision to, have as many write-offs as possible to show, less income on paper. And so that way you're not having to pay back a whole ton at the end of the year. But in that case, we can still get you pre-qualified for the business line of credit, and get you just qualified based off of your 3 bureau credit report.
Okay. Someone said, do they loan directly to LLCs or is this a personal loan? I think you
Well,
kind
that
of
was,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So the line of credit will go directly to the business. The unsecured term loan will go directly to the individual.
Okay. They said thank you. Oh, no problem. So do you think the amount will change? Because I think the max amount is what 300,000. I think a person can get.
Well, yes and no. I would say conservatively, we're saying 350 on an unsecured term loan, and then up to 150 on a line of credit. So collectively, if a client wants to get both the unsecured term loan and the business line of credit, we can double dip and get, we can use both of them to get the max amount funded
That's
for them.
1,000.
500 grand. That's right.
350.
500,000.
Yeah, half a mil. Half a
That's right.
million just sounds so much better than 500,000.
There you go. I see a question on here about, can we apply for one business or multiple business at a time? We can run, if a client has more than one LLCs or more than one business, we can run them up to 3 times consecutively, though, not all at once.
Oh, so they can do one, get 500,000, right?
No, so that's just on the line of credit. So if you're gonna do the funding with us, at one time you can only do the unsecured term loan and the business line of credit. Then if you have other businesses, we can only run you for the line of credit for the other two, because I can do up to 3 lines of credit for individual businesses with one client.
So for business limit, that's the 150.
Correct.
So you can potentially get damn near $1 million, roughly.
Close to it, yeah, absolutely.
That's like 800,000. I mean, I was
Yeah,
told anything over 5, you round up to the next number. So that's
there you
8.
go.
I'm gonna call them mil. Someone said the Lamborghini URUS, or I'm supposed to say Urus, I don't know, makes 1K per day and rents at least 12 days per month. But I wonder what would your payment on the Lamborghini be?
I have no idea.
I don't
I
even
don't. I'm not sure.
because you got to be
Yeah,
in the
you could buy one. What's that?
you got to be in the right market for that. Like you probably got to be like in Miami or Vegas or somewhere where people want to rent Lambos.
Right. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. That's out of my realm.
Me too. I'm just over here brainstorming. That's all. Um, how often can you apply once you pay it back for one business?
Yeah, that's a good question. So the line of credit is a revolving line of credit. So you're always going to have that. You're always going to build on that. The unsecured term loan, I would say, to be safe, probably about 6 months after, let's just say we got you funded in January, you paid that off very quickly. I'd say probably July, August would be about the time where we could then get you reapplied. Because I do have a lot of clients that come back to us after they get funding through us and they pay it off and whatnot. I'd say probably 6 months from when we got you started on the funding, and then after you paid that.
Not bad. Let me check Instagram. Any more questions over here? Oh, somebody said the Lamborghini is $4,500 a month. Absolutely not. There's no way. The only
That's rich.
I want is my Mustang GT 500. That's it. That's what I want. So I think I'm gonna get it for my 40th birthday next year.
There you go.
Yep. Let me see what else. I think that's all on the YouTube. Let me check Instagram. Y'all don't have no more questions because y'all gonna be messaging me, asking me, and all I can answer is see link to watch YouTube. Or give you Brandon's information, and I guess you could ask him directly. But I honestly suggest that if you're not ready to actually take action, if you do get approved, I don't see the point because now you got an inquiry on your credit, right?
No.
No inquiry.
Nope. It's a
Oh,
soft
cool.
pull. Yeah, no. We don't pull anyone's credit until they say, "Yep, we want to move forward and get the funding."
So
And
from
there's 3 steps up into that point for them to kind of, get out of the funding.
So once they say, "Yep, I want to go ahead and proceed," how long does it take from that point till they get the actual money in their account?
Yeah, so that's when they're in our processing stage. So that's about 7 to 10 business days.
Oh, so 2 weeks, no holidays.
Correct.
Okay. We got more questions. Do I mentor on how to rehab and flip? I don't, but I'm going to start. I just got to figure out when and how. Because I'm so used to just doing, because I just get up and do, and then it's like taking the time to sit still and record and write stuff out. So that's what I'll be working on the rest of the first quarter and the second quarter. So, in short, yes. Um, Here we go. What are the requirements for the line of credit, and what is this success fee? I don't know what a success fee is.
Yeah, so I've had clients that ask me about a success fee because that's how some agencies market it that way, or that's what they claim what it is.
Question:
So
what
yeah,
is a success fee for those who don't know? Because I don't even know.
basically they're asking what the fee is for us to get the funding for them. So when I say there's a 15% fee, most times clients are saying that that's a success fee, which it's not necessarily a success fee because there's a whole different thing. There's a whole bunch of departments that are in the process of getting you funding. So there's processing, there's underwriting, there's origination, and then there's our fee, which goes into that whole lump sum of 15%. So we don't call it a success fee, based because it's not really a success fee. It's all of our departments. It's just the fees that we have to charge for all of our departments.
I wonder why they call it success fee because it doesn't sound like success.
Well, it's advertised that way in other markets and other agencies because it's easier to say it that way. And clients have heard that and they say, well, that's a steep fee. But at the end of the day, it's not, the 15% doesn't go in my pocket. I'll just tell you that. It doesn't. So there's a lot of moving parts that the 15% is. The qualifications for the business line of credit, only qualification you need is obviously own a business, and 2, I need a 3-bureau credit report with a 680 credit score across all 3 bureaus.
Sounds pretty easy. Can I be your first student? Send me a DM because it's another lady that's going to be like a part of my little what's the word called? The pilot group. so to speak. Let me see if you got any more questions. We answered that one. I answered all those. I think that's it. I don't see any more questions. Someone said great information. I'll be getting me a pink Cadillac. Do you? That's Mary Kay, ain't it, with the pink Cadillacs? Yeah,
Yep, that's right.
nothing wrong with that. Get what I think. If you work hard, you should get whatever the heck you want. So if you want a pink caddy, go for it.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What is my all right? So all the stuff directed to me, I'll answer when Brandon get out because I don't want to take up too much of his time. 680 credit score is a business score. No, that's the
No,
personal.
it's all personal. I don't need any information. No credit information. No business bank statements. No revenue statements. I don't need 12 months or whatnot. The only thing I need is personal credit and personal income.
So I'm not sure if you heard that. So you only need a 680 credit score based off your personal, and what's the minimum for your income?
50,000.
So you need to make a minimum 50,000 a year on paper. That applies to who it needs to apply to, and you need a 680 minimum credit score.
Yep.
Let's see what other questions we got. I don't have none on Instagram. They said cool, thank you, and great information. Do you have any, I guess, last minute things to say, Mr. Brandon?
No, I appreciate you setting this up, Asia. It's always a pleasure getting on here and answering these questions. Ultimately, we're here to help out business owners, get the funding where it's difficult getting funding elsewhere. I will say that in the market, we are most cost-effective product and also the quickest product out there outside of an SBA loan or collateral-based loan. So I'm here to help. Let me know. I can answer any question. We do a very thorough process in our underwriting phase, our processing phase, our compliancy phase. We make sure that our clients are very well educated on, again, our programs, what we offer, what they entail, what the costs are, what interest rates are, terms, any questions that come up. We want to make sure that the client is very well educated on what they're getting themselves into. So please don't feel like I'm so scared, I don't know what to do with it. We will take care of you. We'll definitely educate you on everything and make sure that it's a good fit for you in the long run.
All right, so thank you for that. We do have two more questions. So how many months of personal income do you need? They got to make 50,000 annually, right?
Annually. Yep. I need the last 2 years tax returns.
So you have to file your taxes for those
Yes.
applies to, and you have to have on paper for those that apply to at least 50,000 a year income. Does that have to? Well, what if your business is your income? So you got to profit 50,000.
So that's a good question. So if you're solely just getting income from your business, then we'll need 2 years tax returns on that. If that is your only, income. So then we'll need 2 years of tax just to validate your income.
Oh, that's easy. And
Yeah.
what if your credit profile is thin? Still need a 680, right?
Well, yeah, you still need 680 credit, thin credit. It's tougher just because, we're looking for, and our lenders are looking for credit that has longevity on it, that's got, no negatives on it, has a portfolio of, extended credit. But that doesn't mean I haven't gotten people funded with light credit or thin credit. But yes, 680 definitely is the bare minimum that I need.
Okay. So if you have thin credit, I would assume either you can apply, or if you do apply, your interest rate is going to be probably double digits, like a credit card.
I wouldn't say that. It's a good assumption.
Yeah,
But what
yeah.
I would, yeah,
Okay.
it's a good assumption. What I would say is, let's get you pre-qualified. We can talk about, what's the next step, and if your credit or if your interest rates are going to be higher because of that. And if we want to move in a different direction as getting a cosigner that does have longer credit or stronger credit or fuller credit, then absolutely we can do that. But again, we're going to make sure that you guys have, the best foot forward in getting the funding.
Sweet. All right. Well, I think that was it. Well, as always, thank you again, Brandon, for coming on. I guess we could try to
Absolutely.
do it maybe monthly if you up to it. I don't know about
Absolutely.
weekly. Weekly might be a lot.
Totally fine. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
totally down for doing this monthly. I know you got people jumping on all the time, and if there's a different time period that works better for you guys, or if there's a different day that works better, obviously let me know, and we'll coordinate moving forward. But yeah, I'm very happy to get up on monthly calls. Asia has my information, so I think if you have that in the bio, you guys can shoot me an email, send me questions, or filter them through Asia, and she can send them to me, and I'll get those answered for you. But yeah, like I said, if you're looking for funding and you're serious about getting funding, the link is in Asia's bio. Go ahead, fill it out, and we'll take it from there.
Awesome. Well, thank you again so much, Brandon, for coming on. As always, have a good weekend.
Thank you.
Hope we supposed to be getting a lot of snow tonight and tomorrow again. So whatever.
Yeah, unfortunately,
So,
but
yeah. Do y'all have a lot of snow, or has it
not
melted?
yet. We got hit a couple weeks ago pretty hard, and
Yeah.
it's supposed to snow through the night here, so we'll see. I don't know. Fingers crossed. It's weatherman's wrong.
Yeah, we had a bad storm. What was it? Oh, not this past Sunday, the Sunday before. Like it was bad. I was driving home and like we couldn't even see. The visibility was,
Whiteout.
yeah, it was a whiteout. So I come off the freeway. I was like, all right, I'll take the street home. But I can't see. At least I'll be on the street. You know what I'm saying? Instead of the freeway. And
Yep.
I hit some ice and boom, hit the curb. But I was able to drive home because my daddy always said if I could drive home, I'm straight. I was like, facts. So it ended up being like 2,200 in damage under my truck. I was like, what? They was like, what did you hit? I was like, all I know is I hit some ice and I spun out and went 3 lanes over and I was on the curb. But when I got out the truck, I was like, dang, I ain't got no body damage. I just knew the right side of my truck was gone. And I was like, damn, I ain't got no scratches. God was good that day, boy, I tell you. But if you are out, be safe. I'm about to get home in a minute so I can get ahead of that because I don't want to deal with that no more.
Absolutely, yeah. No
Yep.
more.
All right,
But
well, thank
yeah,
you.
yeah, absolutely. Thanks so much for setting this up, and look forward to doing it again. And if you have any questions, like I said, send them Asia's way, and I'll answer them. And I look forward to helping you guys getting funding.
All righty, well, thank you so much, Brandon. Have a good weekend.
Thanks. You too.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, y'all. So, Instagram people, I forgot who it was who asked me about being my student. Sure, send me a DM because it's another lady. I want probably at least 3 to 5 people. There will be a fee because I don't do nothing for free. This is not a 501(c) nonprofit. We are a for-profit entity, but the fee won't be that much because y'all will actually be helping me as I help y'all. All I ask is that I'm allowed to record this. Like our Zooms and stuff like that, because that'll be a part of it. And then I will give y'all access to like whatever I create from it, like Lifetime. And I gotta figure out some more stuff. But if anybody's on here and that's YouTube, because I'm still on YouTube, just definitely hit me up and we go from there. But thank y'all again for coming out. I appreciate y'all for tuning in on this nice fine Thursday evening. The church announcement is the same. Detroit Real Estate Weekend. I hope to see y'all. It's going to be really, really dope. We changed the venue. This year it's going to be at the Aloft David Whitney. We normally always have it at Greektown Casino, but we was like, let's show another part of downtown. The Aloft David Whitney building is a historical building in Detroit. It is very, very nice. It's in the heart of Detroit. You got the Nike store down the street. You got Comerica Park across the street. Ford Field is right by that. You got the Fox Theater, like a block ahead. Little Caesars Arena is maybe 2 or 3 blocks up. So it's in a really, really dope location. The link is in the description box on YouTube and in my bio on Instagram. Tickets for the actual workshop itself is $197. If you are a former, if you did any tour with me over the years, if either you came to the Detroit property, the real estate tour, Or if you did a private tour with me, I will be emailing out a discount code to save a couple $100 off the VIP price. So, and it's only going to be like maybe 3 or 4 of those available. The VIP will include food, VIP experience event that Thursday night, August 4th. Friday would be the actual workshop and panel at the Aloft building with some special guests from the city coming, some developers I'm friends with, some big time folks. We got a couple of sponsors as well. Preferred Funding Group will be a sponsor. Who else reached out to me? Mad Dash Heating and Cooling, one of my subs, they're going to sponsor. Dogs always sponsor our event. That's door and guard window system. The steel covers, not roof dog. Denson Construction Service, of course, is a sponsor. And Detroit Property Shop, Built to Flip. Who else is a sponsor? Detroit Title and Escrow is always, and Opposite Realty Team is always. So it's gonna be really, really dope. You gotta get dressed up because that Saturday night we are having a thank you dinner / gala, and you gotta put some clothes on, self included. And then we're gonna also do a tour of Detroit that Saturday morning / afternoon. So it's gonna be really, really dope. I'll be announcing some of our special invited guests who have confirmed they will be attending probably sometime in March or early April. So it's gonna be pretty dope. But if y'all ain't got no more questions for me, thank y'all again for coming on. Stay safe, stay warm. I hope y'all have a good weekend. Deuces.